Now then guys, welcome back to Jord's Brave New World, here for episode number 4 that we're on now. And in this episode we're going to do a little bit of building. If you remember, in last episode we built this autobahn, not to be confused with German motorways. This has been working well for us, getting all the ingredients for our pumpkin pie. Let's just have a quick look in here, see how it's doing. Plenty of sugarcane, those pumpkins are coming in, loads of eggs, awesome. So we're going to have plenty of food, it's going to be renewable, and it's going to pretty much just make itself. Anyway, I'm going to be building over in this area today. I need like a big storage thing, because at the minute all my chests in my house are kind of getting a little bit messy. But before we do any of that, what we need to do is go mining, because we're nearly out of iron and it's not looking too good on the diamond front either. And of course, this would not be an episode of Jord's Brave New World if we didn't start the episode off with a good grind. I feel like that's where all those kind of episodes have been starting. So I think we're gonna continue with that tradition. We're gonna go down the mines and we're gonna get on our grind. So I'll see you guys after we've done that. And here we are down the mine. We hadn't had a bad mining trip actually. I did find something actually while I was down here, which is pretty cool. It's down one of these mine shafts here. Ah yeah, here we are. We found an abandoned mine shaft. So maybe when we're a bit more suited and booted, we might go and check that out in another episode. But yeah, look at this haul. Plenty of diamonds, nearly 2 stacks of iron, gold, coal, all that great stuff that we're going to need, which is really awesome. So yeah, that puts us in a good place to start building some stuff, I guess. So let's do that. Okay, so I've started out with a plan, like I normally do, and I thought instead of kind of flattening this bit of grass here, why not work with it? We got this little frame that's kind of up a couple of levels, which I think's really cool. It makes the building a little bit different from the other two that we've got here, and it gives it just that tiny little bit of elevation. I think it's going to make it a little bit interesting, rather than having the same buildings. There's my trees that I've been chopping down like crazy. I'm thinking we're going to add like almost like a little annex on the side here. I think that could be pretty cool. So we'll just kind of start laying that out. I am going to be going for the same kind of style that I've been going for in this little kind of starter base town thing, with the kind of wood and the battered old, almost shantytown looking thing. I think it's really cool. I think I've said this in last episode. There's something charming about this kind of Minecraft starter style that we've got going. So I'd like to stick with that for a little while at least. And I'm kind of doing these things with the logs at the end that kind of look like they've just been kind of roughly put together. They haven't been cut very well. Kind of just adding to that kind of shantytown feel. And over here we're going to have like a little staircase at the side, like a little porch to get in. I think that's going to add a nice little touch to the building. And as for that, I think what I'm going to do is just start building up the structure and get the structure in place, and then we can go from there and see what we managed to come up with. And this is it. I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of like just a bigger version of a starter house we've got here, but I like it. It's a little bit chunkier. We've got this kind of roof thing at the side. I'm not too sure about it. I think it looks okay. But we use stairs on the little annex just for a bit of a kind of difference in steepness. And we don't do much building on camera, so I'm going to do some building on camera with you. And we're going to add some detail to this, because it looks a little bit plain. So I like doing these little mini roofs over my windows. That's something I do a lot. I think we're going to need a lantern as well. So let's just grab some iron real quick. Oops. Let's grab some of that there. There we go. And turn that into ingots. It's a bit silly having ingots. They're literally like... the lanterns are the only reason you need them. But we have gold ingots, so... I don't know. It seems like an odd thing to add. Anyway, we're probably going to have a lantern at some point. And what we're going to do next, we're going to put some little windows in with these fence posts. Kind of like that, since we haven't got any glass yet. And as well, I think I'm going to need some flowers. just to add a little bit of colour to my build. As you can see on the other builds, I've kind of got these flower beds and stuff, so I'm going to have these kind of just on the bottom here, just to add a little bit of colour. So we've got these kind of azure ones, maybe something like that. Then we've got the cornflowers, maybe I'll put one there and one there. And the sweet berry bushes, which are really annoying, but they can look nice. So we're going to have some nice flower beds at the bottom there. I think they're going to look pretty cool. What else have we got? Let's just tower up here. Something I have been doing with the builds, just to add a little bit of depth and a little bit of interest. I've been getting some kind of stairs like this. And if we just get rid of just a block or two here and there and replace it with stairs, kind of gives this effect like maybe some of the planks are missing, they've fallen out, kind of adding to that old, worn, kind of battered shanty feel. Just a couple here and there. I think that might be enough for now. Let's see. Maybe we can do... Oops! I was going to do some over there, but we couldn't quite make it. Now, while we're down here, maybe we can do some down here. So maybe one just at the bottom here. I'll have to go inside to get those planks. It's no big deal. Let's have some pumpkin pie and get that food bar back up. What else can we do? Maybe one right under the window. Why not? Like that. And it's already adding something. Just that tiny little bit of depth, it just makes it look a lot more interesting. It breaks up that flat wall just a little bit. Let's actually kind of build our way across this time. And maybe this one we can put in an upside down one. And then that'll probably be just enough. You don't want to overdo it too much. Then I'm going to put a little lantern hanging from a fence post just up there. That's kind of a thing that I've been doing with these builds. So I'm going to keep that in. It's kind of like part of the build style, the build theme kind of thing, I guess. Well, let's just jump down here. Let's take a look. Yep, it's getting there. It's getting there. There's still one or two things that I'd like to add. Those damn berry bushes. I told you they were annoying. There's still one or two things that I would like to add to it. Let's just go on the inside here and get these. I'm thinking just next to the windows we might want a bit of a different texture maybe. So let's get rid of these on this window and these on this window, like so. And I'm thinking we could do something just around the windows, just to kind of highlight them, make them pop just a little bit. Maybe some oak logs could do the trick. Let's try that. I'm not sure if the colour's going to be too dark. It might blend in with the spruce kind of highlights we've got. But let's come out and let's take a look. See how it's looking. Yeah, it's a bit too much of a difference for my liking. It's a bit too much. So what I might actually try doing, maybe we can strip these down so it blends with the oak colour a little bit. Let's take a look at that now. And yeah, I like that. It's just that little variation in texture around the windows. Just highlights them a little bit. I'm quite enjoying that. That's looking good. There's still a couple more things we can do. Let's grab these and turn them into buttons. And what we're going to do with these buttons is we're just going to kind of randomly dot them. And the idea behind that is it's like kind of rough cuts of wood. So maybe the planks haven't been chopped perfectly. Now I think in a little kind of shanty village kind of thing like this, I think that's going to make sense. You're going to have like kind of splinters and bits in the wood that haven't been sanded down, little imperfections. And again, it just adds just like that tiny little bit of depth, but I think it adds a lot. That tiny variation in colour as well. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, it's definitely adding something. So that's something we can do. What else can we do? I think I'm going to need some trapdoors. I do like my spruce trapdoors. Oh, we've only got one. Let's make some more. Where's my planks? We haven't got any. Let's make some of those. And let's make some more trapdoors. We've only got 5, we're going to need some more. So let's just grab half a stack of planks, convert those. There we go. And I think what I'm going to do is round these these flower beds that we've got, just kind of add some trapdoors to these. I think we can hide some lighting in here actually. So let's bob that in and whoops, not that. Let's put the trapdoor kind of there, and the light's still gonna come through, so it's a little bit of hidden light in there, and it's just gonna help. And maybe these buttons can go on the ends there. And yeah, I think that's really coming along. Oh, those damn berry bushes, so annoying. But yeah, I think that's definitely made a flat wall into something a little bit more interesting. It's still missing kind of something. I'm not sure what. There is something. It's just something that needs adding. It's like one more thing. Can't quite work out what it is. Let's have a look what we've got here. Oh, the sun's going down. We're going to need to sleep in just a sec. I've got it. It's these like lantern things. So on the other builds we have like these. We have more of these lanterns kind of hanging from these fence posts. So I'm just going to put those on the ends there. Maybe a couple more buttons. Maybe just underneath them like that. That looks good. And then I think on these bits we also have these these flower pots with annoying berry bushes in. We're actually going to need to get rid of that button. So let's do that. Let's get our sweet berries and just plant them up there like so. And then hopefully we're going to have some trapdoors. Yep, we've got 6, which is the exact amount I need. It's always nice when that kind of happens. So let's just put these in like this. And I think that's just finished it off. Yeah, that's definitely looking a lot nicer. I'm liking this. So I think I'm just going to finish this off around all the other sides, and then we'll start thinking about the interior of the build. As you can see, all my chests in the house are all empty now. All my stuff's been moved, so we don't really need these anymore. Let's just get these out of here. And there we go. This one's empty too. I might just keep that one in just for now, just in case. And there we go. I've kind of filled in all the other sides of the build now and put in the path. It's crazy just how much the landscaping can affect the feel of a build. Like just that little path there with the landscaping around adds a lot. But anyway, on the inside we've kind of got something sorted out. The ceiling's a bit ugly, which we'll get to. But all my items are kind of organised. We've got wood, we've got stuff like stone and stuff. We've got stuff you'd use a shovel for, so like dirt, gravel, that kind of thing. And we've got some other bits and bats for all my other bits. So everything's nice and organised now. And we come down to this little bit at the side. We've got this is where all the good stuff is kept. All our kind of mining minerals and stuff that we've got. So I think that's really cool. That's put us in a good place. We're nice and organised now. But what I want to do is kind of sort the ceiling out a little bit. So we're going to need some blocks. We're going to need some of this wood. And we might need a couple of lanterns too. So I'm just gonna grab some iron. Let's put this crafting table down somewhere, just here for now. And then let's turn these into nuggets. And there we go. And a torch. And there we've got a lantern. I should only need one for what I want to do. Let's just put this back in there and get rid of this. Okay. So my theory on building ceilings is we might need a bit of dirt just to tower up. There we go. So yeah, my theory on building ceilings is well, I'm getting distracted. If you don't like it, I mean this is pretty ugly and I don't like it, so I'm just going to cover it up. That's my theory on building ceilings. If you don't like it, just cover it up. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some kind of beams going across that's kind of holding the ceiling up. I think that's going to look good. So we're just going to have some of these spruce beams coming up. Going to bring it down to about here, and maybe down here we kind of have the beams at the side like this. So we'll build these up kinda like that, and then build this across, and they'll connect to that like that. Whoops. And then we'll do the same on the other side here. So we'll build up like that, like that, like that. And these are all connected now. We might leave that a little bit open just there. Maybe we'll bring that log all the way across. Okay, cool. Now, let's just build that up there. That's looking good. And that up there. Okay, we'll get rid of that. And we'll put in a beam there. And I think that should do it just for now. Let's light this bit up just so we don't get any creepers dropping on us heads when we come in to get us stuff. And sneaky around the corner. There we go. And let's jump down. And then what I'm going to do is just bob my lantern on there. A bit of light in the middle of the room. And we're going to fill in these gaps now. And something that I like to do for ceilings like this, and to fill in kind of gaps like this. We might even have space for a room up there, actually, which is going to be good. A little bit of extra space is always nice. But yeah, what I'm going to use is these slabs. I've definitely got plenty of them. We've got like just over a stack, so that's going to be helpful. Let's grab those, and I'm just going to do upside down slabs. It gives you that kind of extra half a block of height in the room, which doesn't sound a lot, but it actually is. It actually does add, especially because it's like 3.5 blocks high now, and it does add just that little bit extra kind of headspace, which I think's really good. It makes the room just feel that little bit bigger, and because the beams are like full blocks, it adds a tiny amount of depth as well to the ceiling, which I think helps it just look a little bit nicer. And we're also going to have a flat floor above us for when if we're doing upstairs. I don't know what we're using upstairs for in here. Maybe just like kind of bulk storage, extra storage. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there we go. That's the kind of roof filled in, and I think that looks a lot nicer now. It feels a lot nicer. We could just pop a ladder on the side here, I guess. Let's grab this crafting table. We're going to need some more sticks. If we just do 16, we've got 18. That should be enough for a couple of ladders. We only need about 4. Okay, I've got 6. How many? This might actually be a... Oh no, we can do it. Awesome. Okay. So we've got this little bit of space here. It gets a bit cramped towards the back. Let's just make sure this is all lit up. I don't want anything blowing me up while I'm in here. So we could use this space for something, maybe some more chests. I'm not sure. I didn't think about this. This wasn't planned out, so we'll see. Might just be extra bulk storage. Might move like like my extra stone and stuff like that. So if we fill one of these chests up, and we have like the bulk storage upstairs. That's kind of my thinking there. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be this room pretty much done. I am aware we're probably going to be running pretty low on time, because I've done quite a lot of building on camera with you this episode. And the sun's coming down. Nice. Okay, let's get out of here. Before I go sleep, I'll quickly show you kind of around the outside that I've done kind of everything. Just the same kind of idea. The little roofs over the windows, the plant pots, a couple of trapdoors here and there, all the buttons, the stairs, all those little kind of tricks. We've even got some up on the ceiling there. But yeah, all those kind of little tricks that just add a little bit of interest to the build. But anyway, guys, I think that's where I'm going to call the episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got inspired a little bit. And if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like down below there. It'd be much appreciated. Make sure to hit subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys all in the next episode.